So here we are on the Miltech carrier. Now, the Miltech carriers recently, or not so recently, I'm not sure because I don't use them all the time, got an update that shows you a score for your landing. Now, right now it says 2 out of 5. I believe it goes to out of 10 when you actually do it because that's what it said last night. Let's hope it's out of 10. So my goal for this video is to get a perfect 10 out of 10. That may not be a technically perfect landing, but we're going on whatever their rating scale is. And first up, we are here in the F-14, as you can see. We're gonna do a takeoff for the first one, but after the first one, we're not gonna do takeoff because if I did, we would quite literally be here all day, all night. Let's get this launched, then we'll loop around and we will see what we can do. Okay, gear up. I also bound something to our hook. There we go. There's our hook coming out. We're just going to see what happens because this is probably going to be atrocious at first. So for reference, I hardly ever do carrier landings. So we're just going to see what happens. We're going to hope and pray. Okay, so there's our carrier. We are alongside it now. We're definitely going to take some learning to do this. Last night I did one just to test it out, and I got a 9.4 or something, which is pretty good. I don't know how strict the 10 out of 10 is, but we're gonna find out. Got a little bit of shakes here. As you can see, our position on that little gauge on the left is coming back down. I'm aiming a little bit in front of where we need to be because the carrier is moving. So if I aim right at the runway, it'll be past us by the time we actually land. Actually keeping it kind of a decent spot right now. Here we go. It's actually looking okay here. And remember, I'm not flaring here. We're just smacking it on the deck, basically. Oh, don't get low. Oh, that's high now. No, I really screwed that up. We're just going to do it, but that's going to be like the worst score of all time. I screwed it up right at the end. And it said unsafe. That's how bad I am. Actually, the approach felt decent, and then I just completely butchered it. Resetting here. Trying it again. We'll do 3 attempts each plane, and then we'll cycle back around if I really need to. But that was just sad. That's Aaron Ryan's fashion for you. Get the hook out, get the gear out. Attempt number 2. We got a total of 2 points so far, guys. We're killing it. 2 out of 10. Love it. That's a massively failing grade. Keep a little power on. And you get my trim under control. My trim is not under control at all. Keep it right there. It's hard trying to watch everything at the same time here. 140 knots seems kind of the sweet spot for a little high. For whatever weight we are, 140 kind of seems about right. Bringing it back down to that green line here. I don't want to get under it because I'll do the same thing I did before. Here we go. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Here we go. Ooh, what? I don't know what just happened there. That just threw me off the deck. Well, okay, that was much better, but still a 5.2. I'm starting to kind of regret this. Attempt number 3 with the F-14. Now, last night when I got a 9 point something, it was with the F-35. So, when we switch here in a second, I will hope that the F-35 will be better. Now, I don't know how much of the score is dependent on your approach and at which point it starts grading you. Obviously, because if you're starting like 10 miles away, it's not going to grade you the whole way in, right? It's going to grade you for some of it. Attempt number 3 and the F-14, a little bit not quite as center as I'd like, but you know, that's okay. Why does it keep... What? I really don't know what's going on with that. What is going on with that? F-35C now. First attempt. Will this one be better? Last night it was, but today it isn't. Also, we could try a static carrier, although that would feel like I'm cheating. F-35C, we're going very fast. I need to slow down. I actually need to watch my airspeed instead of being an idiot like I am. A little bit high here, but that's okay. Like I said, I don't know when I'm starting. Like, am I getting graded right now? I guess so. Let's try to line up here. I'm a little bit off. The runway's going to be a little bit crooked if I land like this. This is looking better. I'll go full throttle on this landing because I forgot every other time. Now we're a little crooked the opposite direction, but that's okay. Here we go. Ooh, okay, much better. Give me some credit there. 8.7 now. As you can see, it didn't throw me off the carrier, so I'm not sure. I don't know what the difference was, but you know what? That's okay. Let's try it again. Attempt number 2. We went from a 5.2 to an 8.7 just by switching to the F-35C because I guess its electronics are helping me. I think, is the color of that ball maybe my speed? Could that be possible? Maybe that's saying I'm a little too fast. I'm not sure. I'm feeling pretty centered. I need more trim, but I think if I move my thumb to mess with trim, I'm only gonna make myself worse. I do feel more comfortable being a little high than a little low because I'd rather get rid of throttle than add throttle in. This is right on the green though. A little high. Oh, we're getting better. Woo, we're getting better. We're getting better. It's nerve-wracking. It is definitely nerve-wracking. There was a 9.2. See, you see my angle here? I'm not quite perfectly down this line, and I think that's my main issue at the moment is just not nailing that. Attempt number 3 in the F-35C. Maybe I fix my trim this time and I will have better luck. Here we go. Coming in. 3rd attempt. If I can get a 9.5 or more? Please give me a 9.5 or higher and I will be happy. I think if I keep it right here and then I nail center line, we could have a 9.5 or better. Here we are. This is looking pretty nifty. Can I nail the center? Come on. Oh, I'm going to get a bad score. He wants me to wave off. I'm still going to land it, but yeah. Oh, so it really just throws you off when you get a bad score. That's actually nuts. Well, I think we should keep doing the F-35 for a little bit just because it does seem easier. Let me get a little more trim even than last time. I can deal with a 9.3. I need a comeback after that wave off one. That's what I need. Getting the center is a little bit difficult because where I'm landing, the quote unquote runway, is not in line with the carrier. The carrier is moving its own direction. The runway is slightly off from that. So nailing it where you're going directly down the runway with a carrier moving to the right, well, right of kind of where the runway is definitely a balancing act. No doubt about that. I really don't want to get below that glide slope. Like I said, when I get below it, that's really when I screw up. I'd rather be a little bit above it. A little bit above it. Power. I really screwed it up there, but you know what? And we landed early. Gosh, I'm getting worse, guys. I'm really just getting worse. What is wrong with me? Attempt number, I think, 4 or 5 with the C here. Our best score was a what? A 9.2? Is that what it was, guys? Okay, I need to get our power setting here. 127 knots. Oh yeah, we're getting in the sweet spot. Yeah, come on. This one feels good. We're at 127 knots. I'd like to be maybe slightly faster. Here we go. This one's looking good, guys. Oh, a little bit. I got... Oh! I'm not gonna lie. I did not think I would do it that fast, number one. Secondly, I don't think that was perfect. I do not think that was perfect. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. If it wants to give me a 10, it wants to give me a 10. I think the trim helped me a lot. So there we go. F-35C, perfect 10 out of 10. Obviously not technically perfect, but you know what? I'm going to take it.